The BBC was reportedly warned about Huw Edwards' behaviour 2 years before the scandal broke, with the former News at 10 anchor resigning last week on medical grounds. Huw Edwards, former News at 10 presenter, allegedly received a warning regarding his online behaviour 2 years before his involvement in a scandal led to his resignation from the BBC. Edwards, 62, resigned from the BBC last week, citing medical reasons, amid claims he paid a young person £35,000 for explicit images 9 months ago. Now, the Sunday Times reports that the BBC was notified of a complaint about Edwards' online behaviour in 2021. The report states that a woman in her 40s contacted the BBC in 2021 after exchanging messages with Edwards on social media and then via email. She had initially contacted Edwards through a direct message on Instagram but reportedly requested BBC intervention to cease contact. The subsequent investigation, which the Sunday Times claims has remained confidential until now, was concluded just days before Edwards' resignation. The woman later withdrew her complaint after being contacted by the presenter. Edwards was informed of the accusations within hours of their receipt by BBC management. Huw was confronted about his social media use, with his legal representatives dismissing the accusations as unsubstantiated. It is thought that Huw and the woman resumed their conversation shortly thereafter. The woman reportedly lodged a second complaint in January 2022, but it is said to have been withdrawn once Huw reached out. In February 2022, Huw met with a senior BBC manager, with the review allegedly stating, "A senior member of news leadership advised that further concerns had been raised and that contact with you should now cease." Despite this directive, Huw and the woman started corresponding via email. The Sunday Times received a statement from the BBC which stated, "More generally, when dealing with non-editorial complaints, we have long-standing and robust processes in place. We will always seek to handle any such issues with care, fairness and sensitivity to everyone concerned. But, as we have set out, there will always be a limit to what can be said or shared about such processes." A BBC spokesperson told Express.co.uk. As set out in our statement earlier this week, Huw Edwards resigned on April 22 on the basis of medical advice from his doctors. The BBC accepted his resignation and we do not believe it appropriate to comment further.